Where choice begins, paradise ends, innocence ends, for what is paradise but the absence of any need to choose this action? The number of elements that have to go into a hit would break a computer down. The right season for that play, the right historical moment, the right tonality. A playwright lives in an occupied country. And if you can't live that way, you don't stay. I know that my works are a credit to this nation, and I dare say they will endure longer than the McCarran Act. I think now that the great thing is not so much the formulation of an answer for myself, for the theater, or the play, but rather the most accurate possible statement of the problem. It is my art. I am better at it than I ever was. And I will do it as long as I can. When you reach a certain age, you can slough off what is unnecessary and concentrate on what is. And why not? I'm the end of the line. Absurd and appalling as it may seem, serious New York theater has died in my lifetime. The closer a man approaches tragedy, the more intense is his concentration of emotion upon the fixed point of his commitment, which is to say, the closer he approaches what in life we call fanaticism. I have made more friends for American culture than the State Department. Certainly I have made fewer enemies, but that isn't very difficult. Certainly the most diverse, if minor, pastime of literary life is the game of find the author. Well, all the plays that I was trying to write were plays that would grab an audience by the throat and not release them, rather than presenting an emotion which you could observe and walk away from. He's not the finest character that ever lived. But he's a human being, and a terrible thing is happening to him. So attention must be paid. What is the most innocent place in any country? Is it not the insane asylum? These people drift through life truly innocent, unable to see into themselves at all. If I have any justification for having lived, it's simply, I'm nothing but faults, failures and so on, but I have tried to make a good pair of shoes. There's some value in that. The problem was to sustain at any cost the feeling you had in the theater that you were watching a real person, yes, but an intense condensation of his experience, not simply a realistic series of episodes. Without alienation, there can be no politics. In the theater, while you recognized that you were looking at a house, it was a house in quotation marks. On screen, the quotation marks tend to be blotted out by the camera. I am older than everyone I ever knew. All my dogs are dead. Half a dozen cats, parakeets, all gone.